Hey guys, welcome to Crypto Trends. This is the one-day chart review for the trend. What I've done is I've just finished the 7-day report, and basically I've got all my pairs here. This is actually all based, as you know, on Apex Omni, and every single asset here I've got marked as long or short. I'm just going to go through and look at the 1 day versus the 1 week and see if there's any correlation, or like if both of them match up, then I can sort of basically highlight it to you. So for example, I've got Bitcoin is actually a long on the week, or the 7 day I should say, but as you see, you come in here, it's actually a short, so that's actually that makes it neutral. So I'll just uncheck it. Anything that I say there's a correlation, I'll leave checked. Ethereum is currently a short, and it's also a short on the daily as well. The stop loss level will be 33.61 and 97 cents on if you are looking to go short on ETH on a daily time frame. Solana. I'm going to just abbreviate this. I'll tell you what. I'll just skip through and I'll just give you the exactly what ends up being the actual assets left over that are correlated, and I'll just check them now, and I'll just save you all this because this is all in the weekly report. So I'll just give you the summary. 1 sec, I'll just pause and just do that first and then come back on, save your time. Okay, so I've been through all the assets on Apex Omni, all the different pairs, and basically I would the ones that conflict, which is like the weekly is either long or short, and then the daily is conflicting. It's the opposite. The ones I've left blank here. So on the daily and the short terms, just be careful with BTC for holding trades a little bit too long. I mean, you can go in there and I'll tell you exactly what the daily is actually short, but then again, you can see it hasn't really got continuation. These two channel lines are actually been really handy. So I might actually just go through and just tell you exactly how it looks, how it's shaping up at the moment. When they're like sort of like Bollinger Bands. So when they go outside this, it's basically a 20 moving average high and low 20 settings as you go in there. If you go in there, just go SMA 20 high, SMA 20 low, and then basically just select whatever colors that you want to be, and then basically creates this channel. And essentially in the middle, it's obviously no man's land. When you're above it, you basically would go long, and when it's below it, in these sort of areas, it would go short. So based upon that, with BTC, I haven't got any confluence between the weekly and the daily, so that's why I haven't marked it. But as it looks here, it would appear that it's bounced here, and then essentially it's going to continue up. So that's possibly going to be remaining green, but it is rolling over, and there's no real momentum to the upside yet. So you'd want to see that actually paint out on the charts. So BTC is really undecided. There's a few actually reports I've heard where people have done some analysis. They think BTC might roll over. They're unconvinced it's going to go up. It might go down first before it goes up. So Ethereum, a lot of the liquidations have already been done. So and people are saying that a lot of people have been washed out. All those leveraged people, those pesky leveraged people. Ethereum is short and short. So yeah. It looks like it's going to be going down. It is actually poking at the bottom of the channel here, so it's hinting at further continuation of the downside. Solana, by the way, as I go through all these, you'll see the blue stop loss trigger level. If you do take a short or a long, that currently Solana will be actually short, but again, it's coming into the channel. It might bounce, so I would take a trade there. So I agree with that, not to take a trade. Ton is a short, and it has confluence with a weekly short. It is below the channel, and that is actually another confluence there. So basically, a short on Ton wouldn't be so silly. Doge again, we're down below the channel. and we have continuation of red candles. We have no hesitation. There's no price indecision there, and we have confluence on the weekly and the daily. So ENS, a similar thing. It hasn't quite broken down. It's sort of like no man's land at the moment, but it is technically a short if you were going to go a direction. Not token is actually below the channel. It's got confluence on the weekly and the daily, so you've got some chance that you hold a short there for quite a while. 1000 Pepe is short below the channel and confluence on weekly and daily. IOU is just poking below the channel. I'd like to see it probably come out of the channel a bit further to sort of like, because it's done this here and it's just gone straight up, done this here, it's gone straight up. I just don't want it to see that happen to you guys. I'd probably stay out of that. It's not convincing. ZK, that's beautifully coming down below the channel, and we've got confluence on weekly and daily for a short on that, so I'll leave that up there. Just take note, obviously, of the ones and the directions as we're going through yourself. I'll post whatever I decide I'll get into. I'll post in a message through the chat. This is not like telling you what to get into. This is just saying which are the better ones. AVAX is it's broken out below the channel. It has got actually, you know what I should do? Should probably use normal candles too. Do that yourself if you're doing it. So use normal candles. So, but this one here is a simple EMA. It's 20 and long. So essentially, when you go in there, I'll show you how to do it. So it's SMA 20. You go in here and you go 20 and make that high, and then you do a second one here. And you go in there and you make it 20 and low, and then basically just make it whatever color you want. So you have two SMA indicators, and then basically they just create this channel, so it's a high and a low. And so yeah, within the channel I just leave it alone. Below the channel it's short, above the channel it's a long. Anyway, so we are below the channel. We are sort of like creeping back up, but we are short on the weekly, short on the daily. So AVAX is probably a good current short. It's creeping back here. Maybe wait till that finishes its motion. If it bounces here or anywhere around here and starts rolling over, you know we're below the channel, and we get some really good continuation moves like that from there. 1000 bonk is confluence there on both weekly and daily, and we're coming back up to. We are below the channel and coming up to retest here. Probably want to see that. Just want to see it bounce off and turn around, and basically jump on for a short. Width is bouncing back up here. We are below the channel again, yeah, like a confluence on weekly and daily to go to as a possibility for a short. Audi again, another good short below the channel, weekly and daily, or both. I'll probably just wait to see where this resolves, and then if it rolls over, it could be another short. So actually, that's undecided. So Pendles, it's actually tracing exactly below the channel, so that's showing continuation. Weekly and daily is pointing south. ZRO nicely following below the channel. I can just see further continuation there on weekly daily. Near protocol again below the channel. 1-2 there. XRP's got a double long. So basically that's one of the few tokens where we're actually remaining above the channel. You know, on the stop loss there, you can see the stop loss level will be $3, almost even. I'd be sort of long there, unless this one reverses back and ends up inside the channel, which would negate it. Maybe overnight and tomorrow you could keep an eye on XRP. We've had some good trades on it. If it does sort of reverse, okay, or if it sort of gathers a little bit sideways here and then ends up going back up, and we're above that green, you know, we could be prime for a long. But we do have a long on the weekly, and we do have a long on the daily, so it's very few tokens can say that. ADA is double short weekly and daily, and we are below the actual channel. It is trying to pop back up, so that could actually be a good area to sort of latch onto a short. Bitcoin Cash, again, we are broken down, and we're below the channel. Both weekly and daily are indicating short. Litecoin we've skipped because they're conflicting. Sui is is both weekly and daily short and well below the channel. So we might pop up to retest these areas, or one of both of these, the green or the red. But you know, we are still below, so I would expect a continuation. Polygons, this is exactly the same thing. It's the same scenario. Arbitrum, a lot of these ones I'm going to show you now, they're all below the channel. They're both weekly and daily. Same thing. Same. I mean, if you want to see this, wait for this to creep back up and stop and reverse. It's probably a good idea. You know, I mean, it can do this. So, but now that we're down here, we sort of get the acceleration. As you can see, it's already been doing it. So I'll probably want to see that retrace a little bit. So try and get in somewhere around here. Just keep an eye on it. Set an alarm. 1000 SHIB. 1000 SHIB is definitely well below this level here. We've had a lot of the good shorts of. I mean, they're short. The market pullback we had is probably reflected here. This is obviously the daily. You know, that big one down there, but big wick. So it's exaggerating everything. So it's now sort of climbing back a little bit. So just make sure it's finished retracing back before you do go short. STX is a short, again below the channel. Uni again creeping back. Most of these scenarios are exactly the same thing. Jupiter is going really well above the green on the channel, and it is it's a long on the weekly, long on the daily, and again I would actually just wait for that to fall back. Look, see what this one's done. I mean, imagine if it did that. So just if you go long, don't jump in from there. Just wait for it. Try and get it somewhere around about maybe the stop loss level. Would be a good entry. Ronan. So short, and then again, same scenario. We are below the channel, but we are retracing. So just be aware of that. Don't jump in too early. If jumping in, Filecoin's the same. I think most of these are the same. I won't bore you to tears. I mean, you can basically set these up yourself. I'll click through them. So if you wanted to pause the screen, you can see where I've set the stop loss level. I don't know why I've done stop loss level. Oh, actually, sorry. Yeah, that's right. Because when you go into Heikinashi, the actual levels are there. Set on Heikinashi, not normal candles. That's riding that bottom channel like quite nicely. Very controlled. Without too much going on. That's definitely down. Further down, this one's a bit undecided. TRX is actually a buy and a buy. To get in the middle of the channel, I would leave it alone. Sundog, beneath the channel, weekly, daily, same thing. Scenario as all the other ones. Same scenario. This one's long. Actually, on the. Is that? Actually, yeah. I've got to change the Heikinashi. It's actually a continuation of the downside. As you can see, it's all red. I know we've got it's popped back up here, but if that actually turns around at this level between now and tomorrow, or maybe on a smaller time frame, check it out. If it bounces off the channel here, then it could be a good short, because we've got weekly short, daily short, and below the channel. If it rejects from the channel, and that was basically just go here. That was a daily. That was a short. I don't know why. I've got this. Oh, sorry, that's the weekly. Yeah, it's a short, and then it's for the 7 day. It's a long. Okay, so yeah, I'll knock that out because we haven't got confluence. So I don't know. I must have missed that one. Sorry. So Ave is schizophrenic. Hamster is doing good. Let me just go back to normal candles just to see what's going on. Just another scenario here where you want to sort of see this sort of like creep back and then get rejected. When on the rejection is where you want to jump in for the short. Another short, same thing. Let it creep back, wait till it gets rejected, and possibly jump in. Same with SEI, Mu, and I'm going to click through these because they're all the same scenario. Just if you wanted to pause it, you can see my stop loss levels I've put there. That's interesting. Peanuts exactly the same stop loss for the weekly and the daily. That's interesting. H bar, skip that one. I've knocked it out because it's opposing. Zen, UX link, virtual. Okay, now virtual and AI16Z. There's a competition on both these tokens. If you wanted to jump in there, especially this week at the moment, and trade them, they're actually going to give you some benefits from Apex, like, I don't know, some extra airdrop or something like that, or extra tokens in some way. You'll see it'll pop up on your phone or your screen. SUSD is this Sonic. It's a new one. It is a current short. So I don't have any of the channels here because there's not enough data because it's only just come out. So it's a brand new coin. And obviously, if I change it to Hikanashi, you can see the stop loss is up here at 60.5. And we do have confluence there between short on the the weekly. Sorry, I keep on saying the weekly, the 7-day and the 1-day. Melania coin is short on both weekly and daily. Again, just watch for that retrace. I mean, in your mind's eye, just imagine there's a channel there and it's going below it. You want to see that this fill in sort of here a little bit more, and then maybe look at looking at going short if you were going to do that. It's very hard with not much data. It's a brand new coin. Render is below the channel, and it has taken a big dip down, like most of these. Same scenario again. Wait for it to retrace before you jump in for a short. But they are both weekly and daily. They are short calls, and that's it. Mainly, I just wanted to run through that as a summary, and then basically I'll just get into the chat. Make sure you are subscribed to the subscriber chat below in Substack. And I can message you, and I'll tell you when I take a trade, or you guys, if you're going to take a trade on any of these, just let us know. Let us know what you like, why you like it, or if you can see what's going on. There's a lot of activity happening already today since a few hours ago. So we're getting 1% up on BTC. A few of these coins are 6%, 9% up. So I better go fill up my weekly positions on my portfolio first before I do anything else. Anyway, guys, I'll see you in the chat. Thanks for listening, and I'll talk to you soon.